more. Hello my lovelies. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jamie. Today we are going to be picking my TBR for the month of January. And we are going to be trying something that I didn't think I would do again, but I did come up with a new TBR jar for this month. I tried it in the past, but with all these, it got very tedious. I felt really overwhelmed, and I feel like just having this cart full, and you can't see the bottom shelf, but that's full too. But having this is going to greatly change what I read, because these are all ones that I picked out that I've been wanting to read the most, and I am finally looking forward to reading some of them and getting them off my TBR. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Ever since I've had the cart and I finally put what I want on here, I've been looking forward to picking my new picks, starting the new year, and I know that they're all ones that I want to read, so this will be interesting. I do have a few prompts in here. I'll probably add more as time goes on. If I like doing this a lot better now, we shall see. But we're gonna pick the first one. I'm gonna aim around 8. I've been doing really good the last few months. I read 11 in December, and I read almost 10 in November. So I've been doing really good as of late, and I want to keep it going, especially now that I have a library and loan out section. I did pick up Legends and Lattes. I did start that yesterday, and I am really enjoying it so far, and I think I'm gonna be able to finish it. We shall see. But we're gonna pick our first one, technically the second one, but we're gonna pick our first one from this TBR in a moment. I have my first one. Let's see what it is. A dystopian. Okay, so we're starting out. Okay, so as far as dystopian, I don't know if Caravel, Six of Crows, the Inheritance games, I don't know if those are considered dystopian, but I'm not going to choose them just in case, because I don't know. I haven't read the premise of them, so I don't know. I'd say out of all the ones that I have, I'd say the only one that I know for a fact is a dystopian is Orleans by Sherry L. Smith. Been wanting to read this one for a while. This is one that I do know. As far as everything else, let me turn this around real quick. Okay, from the other side, the only one it looks like that I have a choice with, I have Orleans, or I have the next book in the program series by Suzanne Young. Now, I'm gonna go with the one I've been waiting on the most to read. I'm looking forward to reading this one for a long time. This is a hurricane-based dystopian in New Orleans, and the whole Gulf Coast has been quarantined. There's like no one in or out. The states are under assumption that life in the Delta is all but extinct. So, as you can see by the cover, it looks like there is literally nothing left, except for the few people who hit up top. Even then, they look like hell. We have our first pick for the month. I'm already so excited for this. Already I like my first one, that's a good thing. So we're gonna pick our next one, which is, we'll make it this one. There we go. I picked up 2, put that one back. Alright, next one I have is an author you love. Okay, so I have a couple of choices here. I either have Stacey Abrams' next book, I have a Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility, or I think the only other one, the author I love, is Ellen Hildebrand. I have Lauren Oliver. I have a lot of choices on this one, and I'm kind of overwhelmed with my choices. I'd say if I'm going to pick one, an author I love, just an author that I love, it's either going to be Jane Austen, The Sense and Sensibility, or it's going to be Panic by Lauren Oliver. This is a hard decision. I have not read a Jane Austen or a Lauren Oliver in a very long time. If I had to choose between these two, it's probably going to be whichever one is shorter. Turns out that this book has 333. It seems to be 408, so this would be the shorter of the two. I haven't had an educational book at all last month. as far as like getting me out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I think we're gonna go with our Jane Austen pick. Ready for our next pick, so let's see what we get to pick next. So far we're at 2. This will be number 3. Let's see what we get. We get a library book. Awesome. So, okay, out of all the library books that I have Kaale, Six of Crows, Inheritance Games, an Ali Condé book, Stacey Abrams. Those are my only library ones. So, I've been debating a long time if I should start with Kaale, Six of Crows, or Inheritance Games. Because I could use a good series starter. I do know that they're all good. I've heard a lot of good things about all of them. It's very hard to choose. Very, very hard to choose. So far, the one I've been wanting to read the most, I'd say it'd be Six of Crows. My sister read this one a while ago. And I know that there's less books in the series for this one, so I think we're gonna read Six of Crows. Yeah, we're gonna go with Six of Crows. Okay, so this will actually be my first Leah Bardugo book. I haven't read her before, so we're gonna see how well she writes and see if she's one that I actually will read the rest of her series. All right, that is our 3rd pick. On to our 4th pick for the month. Let's see. We have a book of the month. Okay, so I have a couple of choices for this month. I either have Dirty Diana, I have The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, A Girl AA, I believe, Things We Do in the Dark, and I believe that's it. So I have 4 choices. The one I've been wanting to read the most. I do not have a thriller yet on here, so I have 2 thriller choices. I've been more curious about what Girl AA is about. So we're going to choose this one, if I can get it out. It took a little while to get out, but that's okay. So Girl AA, we're going to pick this one. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not going to like it. Going into that, it's not a good thing, but I thought that about The Paradise Problem, the one I read in December. And lo and behold, I absolutely loved it. We're going to see. We're going to see about this one. That was number 4. We're going to move on to number 5. So, come on, I only need 1, not 3. Okay, that feels like just 1. Let's see. I'm really happy with the ones I've chose so far. This is good. I pick. Okay, so I get to pick. This is going to take a little bit more time. It's going to be an author I have not read for a minute. I have a couple of those on here. I think it'll be a tie between Joanne Fluke and let's see, What Happened in Paradise. It's between these 2. So my next Joanne Fluke or my next Ellen Hildebrand. This is such a hard decision. This is so hard because I love both these, and this is more like a thriller. This is more like a romance thriller. I always get drawn to thrillers. I don't know why. Maybe it's the gore. Maybe it's the suspense. I don't know. I do the same thing with TV shows and movies. The gorier it is, the more I love it. It's weird. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna go with whichever one is shorter. Because I can't choose. I can't. That is such a hard thing to ask me to do. Is choose. Alright, that one's a 382. The Ellen Hildebrand, we'll see. Okay, that end is part of Troubles in Paradise, so hang on. Definitely a lot. What was it? 372? Something like that? Yeah, 372. This one is 322. So we're gonna go with this one. I'm okay with that. Okay, that was number 5. We're gonna go for number 6. Let's see. Okay, we have just 1. I'm loving this so far. Okay. A used book monthly. I think I only have 1 on the shelf that's a used book monthly. So, hang on. Okay, so apparently the only used book monthly one I have on here is After Atlas by Emma Newman. This is one that I was curious about the most. It's a science fiction one. and I've never heard of this author before. It doesn't seem too long. It's like a little over 350, so not too bad. We'll see if I like science fiction. I'm just starting to get into it, just starting to dive into it, and that's why I didn't like completely reject it. Yeah, we shall see. Okay, that was 6. We get to pick number 7. Let's see what we get after this. Let go. I have more than one. Alright, let's see what this one is. A Kindle Unlimited pick. Yes. Okay. I haven't read Kindle Unlimited in a long time. Let me get my tablet up and started, and I will come right back to you guys. For those of you who are wondering, no, this is not an actual Kindle. It's an Amazon Fire tablet. It was cheaper than buying an actual Kindle, and it's in color, so it does the same thing. And I usually read like this, and it automatically adjusts. Alright, let's see what I got in here. I have quite a few things I've been looking forward to reading on here. I have the Twisted Love series. I have the Games Gods Play. I was looking forward to reading that one before I had to give it back to the library. The Serpent and the Wings of Night I have on here. I have Fourth Wing. I have the starter for Zodiac Academy. Fine Print. Assistant to the Villain. King of Wrath. Icebreaker. Archer's Voice. I have so many. I'm gonna go with the one that looks the most appetizing to me right now. I am gonna go with Twisted Love. I have heard so many things about this, and I've been looking forward to reading this for so long. So we're gonna read Twisted Love. This is by Anna Wong, I believe. Yeah, Anna Wong. We're gonna see how well she is, and see if this popular book is one that I can get into. So that is our number 7. We're gonna pick one more. My phone is dying, so we're actually gonna take a small break, and we're gonna come right back. Okay, so we are on our last one. This is the number 8, and kind of curious to see what's left. I have an idea of what's left, so let's see which ones we get. Okay. Feels like more than one. Move them apart. There we go. Alright, last one. Let's see what it is. Something published in the early thousands. I'm gonna have to really look into that one, but I know I have a few on here. I'll check back with you guys once I have looked through each of them. Okay, so we have quite a few picks here, and believe it or not, they're either all young adult or children's. So, this one's gonna be a little hard. So I have quite a few. It's either Anchor, Spy High, The Au Pairs, Life of Pi, or Light in the Cellar. I already have a classic in here. I have a science fiction. I have a dystopian. I have a thriller, and then I have a young adult. I feel like I could use a children's in here. So that leaves me either In Cart or Light in the Cellar. This one, alright, I'm probably going to go with Light in the Cellar. This is a short, easy read. It'll not even probably take me a day to read it, so we're going to go with this one. Okay, we have our 8 choices for the month, so just to recap, just a little bit. Our first one that we picked was a dystopian choice. We picked Orleans by Sherry L. Smith. The next one was an author you love, so we chose Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Number 3 was a library book, so we chose Six of Crows by Leah Bardugo. Number 4 was our book of the month pick, so we picked A Girl AA by Abigail Dean. Number 5 was a you pick, so I chose Ellen Hildebrand, What Happens in Paradise. Number 6 was a used book monthly, so we chose After Atlas by Emma Newman. Next one was a Kindle Unlimited pick, which we chose Twisted Love by Anna Wong. So number 8 and the last one is something published in the early thousands, so we chose The Light in the Cellar, and this is by Sarah Masters Buckley. So these are my TBR choices for the month of January, and this one does include my Go With The Flow Sarah's Nightstand. She has a YouTube kind of like a series that she does on her channel, and she's allowing everybody to do it this year. She even sent over like the Go with the Flow board. That's what it's called. Is a Go with the Flow. You do something off the book. It's hard to explain. So this series deals with picking a book for January, and then you pick something the next month based off of the book you picked before that, and it keeps going all the way up until December. So the book for Go with the Flow this month is a book cover with your favorite color, and we actually have one. The Sense and Sensibility is my favorite color, so we're starting off with that one with our Go with the Flow. So that was a bonus that I did get. And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me on this new TBR journey. I definitely love this a whole lot more than the last couple that I did with just my whole library. It just felt really overwhelming. This made it so much better. And I'm super excited that I get to read all the ones I have here, and I'm even more looking forward to picking next month's. So I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday, and I will see you guys next weekend. But love your reads and drink your teas, and I'm gonna go read some more. Bye!